Hey, it's Lyndsey Parker from Yahoo Music. I'm here on TVDoneRight.com to talk about Rock and Roll Hall of Fame night on American Idol. I'm gonna use the term rock and roll loosely. See how I'm doing this? Because keep in mind, in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, pretty much anyone in popular music who's a classic artist is eligible. And in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we have people like Madonna and ABBA, not just full-on rock artists. And unfortunately, no one did Madonna and ABBA. That would be awesome. I actually still think there should be a total all-ABBA night on American Idol. But a lot of people didn't do rock. It was kind of weird, considering that the whole thing opened with, Steven Tyler giving a little tour of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and all that. Instead, we had a lot of pop. We had Jacob Lesk doing Michael Jackson. We had Stefano doing Percy Sledge. We had people doing Tina Turner, Aretha Franklin, Johnny Cash, and I have to admit that totally rocked. Paul McDonald completely rebounded this week with his Johnny Cash cover, but still not really a rock artist. So it's kind of weird. Is rock dead? Probably, because you know what? Pia Toscano tried to rock it up this week. She did the Ike and Tina Turner song River Deep Mountain High, which she had been promising she would do, and she made good on that promise, and then unfortunately she got voted off. And it's completely bizarre to me. Like, I've always thought Pia was beautiful and could sing, but I've never been truly excited about her because I'm not really so into the late 90s Mariah, Celine, Whitney ballad thing, stand at a microphone in a Grecian column gown and just sing like you're at a pageant. This week she tried to switch it up. The judges wanted her to switch it up. I wanted her to switch it up. Apparently America did not, because she gave what was her most fiery and funky and fun and vivacious performance of the entire season, and she got sent home. It was completely bizarre. Like you can tell by the reaction in the audience that no one thought that news was very rockin'. J-Lo was upset. I'm pretty sure those tears were real. Sometimes people think she's not genuine, but she was crying for real. I'm also pretty sure that Steven Tyler and Randy Jackson let some F-bombs slip. I'm almost positive about that. I mean, Randy, it was just like he needed to reach for Steven's censor paddle and put it over his mouth because he was upset. Again, a very genuine reaction. Tons of boos in the crowd. The look on the contestants' face, they looked like they'd seen that ghost, the one that supposedly haunts the Idol mansion. When they really just moved out because there was a leak in the mansion, but whatever. TMZ said it was a ghost and it's a good story. But that's what they looked like. They were just in shock. And Stefano in particular, he thought he was a goner. He was in the bottom two, he's standing there with Pia and he's like, oh crap, I am so out of here. And it seemed like it took a little bit of a moment for it to sink into him that no, he was actually safe. And Pia looked really bummed. It was just a sad night, and although Pia was not my favorite, I think she's very talented, and I think she was one of the most ready-made pop stars on the show. And more importantly, I think she was the best girl left at least. And I'm beginning to wonder, is a chick ever going to win this thing? I mean, okay, let me count. I'm not so good at math, I'm more a writer, but last time I checked, we've got 8 people left, and only 2 of them are chicks. None of the guys have been voted off. I mean, technically Casey Abrams was, but the judges used their only save of the season on the one guy who ever ended up in the bottom. So now all the girls are just dropping like flies. This is the 5th girl in a row to go, and definitely the most shocking girl to go. The only girls we have left are Laura and Elena and Haley Reinhart, and I think of those 2, although I think Haley is definitely rising in the ranks and will go a lot farther than people originally expected, considering she was in the bottom 2 twice so early on. I do not think she'll win. Lauren has a chance, but I really think it's going to be a guy's season again, until you wrestle those cell phones out of the tweens' hands and their moms' hands. The women and the girls are the ones who vote for Idol, and they vote for the boys and the men. They don't vote for the other girls. They don't look at the girls as role models, so they vote for the people they have crushes on. It's a bizarre phenomenon. We definitely saw it last year when only one girl made the top 5, which was Crystal Bowersocks, the fabulous Crystal Bowersocks. I'm wondering if we're even going to have a girl in the top 5 next week. I wouldn't be surprised if Haley, gets ticked off next week, Lauren a couple weeks after that, and we end up with a first time ever all-guy top 5. It could happen. And it would be a shame because I like to see diversity on Idol, both among genres and among, ethnicities and races, but also among genders. I like to see it mixed up, What can you do? That's how America voted. I didn't think it rocked very hard. If it had been up to me, Stefano would have gone home. I am glad that Paul is safe, though. I was really worried about him last week. Everyone knows that I fawn over that guy. Maybe I'm to blame. Maybe I'm one of those girls that likes the cute boys, just like the ones I'm criticizing. But I really do like Paul's flavor and character and a little rasp in his voice, and I thought he rocked the Johnny Cash cover. I thought James Durbin was good as well, since we're on the subject of the boys. Not everyone liked his toned down version of rock, considering this is a guy who's done Judas Priest and has the pyro and all that, but I liked that side of him. Thought Haley definitely rose in the ranks and was one of the few people who actually did rock. She did Janis Joplin, not easy to do. Crystal did it last year, and Haley did Janis this year, and I think she nailed it. So anyway, it's just another very shocking week. I'm not sure what the theme is going to be next week. Maybe it'll be women in rock. Maybe they'll do a Lilith Fair episode, and then maybe some girls can stay. But who knows? Parker out for now, and possibly a girl out next week. Bye-bye.